TPG is proud to present today's grand final in the AFL as we are here, West Coast against Hawthorne, 1 versus 2, as both teams have let's see the results from the last game. The Eagles beat the Suns by 116 points, so big win there, and the Hawks beat the Bulldogs 96-73 to move into the grand final for today. So the Eagles and the Hawks 1 versus 2, just like it has been during the regular season. As you can see, the finals fixture, the Eagles defeated the Western Bulldogs in the quarterfinals to make it to the preliminary finals, while the Bulldogs then took on the Bombers, the Essendon Bombers, who defeated the Fremantle Dockers, and then the Collingwood Magpies made the playoffs against Brisbane. Brisbane won that matchup against them, and the Gold Coast Suns took on Hawthorne. Hawthorne won that matchup to move on to the preliminary final. And then the Bulldogs and the Bombers met, and the Bulldogs won that matchup, and then was matched up against the Hawks in the preliminary finals, while the Gold Coast Suns defeated Brisbane Lions to move to the preliminary final bracket against the West Coast Eagles. And then the West Coast Eagles showed no mercy in that preliminary final as they cruised to a good win over the Suns to move to the grand final against the Hawks today. So this should be a whale of a ball game. This is a rematch of round 22, in which West Coast defeated Hawthorne 54-38. So this should be a good game, no doubt. So we are here. We are looking for. This is the rounds in which we had during the season. So we are here at what should be a fantastic end to a very long season, and we're here finally, the big game. So yes, this game is played at the MCG, and we're hoping for. Now let me check something real quick. We were hoping for good weather, but it does not look like we are going to get good weather here today, as it has been very a bit overcast in this game today. So we have our work cut out for us in this ball game today here at the MCG. So 1 versus 2 for the title. So I believe the tactics are still good to go here as we are attacking and defending. And then the kick out defense, we play in zone. We don't really, we play in zone, which really kind of takes away a lot of avenues for that kick out. So we'll see what happens in this game to the West Coast Eagles against Hawthorne. This is where we are at, finally, the big one. And then, of course, we'll have the, basically the thinking is to get into the, since they're wearing their Clash, we're going to wear our Clash uniforms for today's game, since Hawthorne's going with their Clash outfits for today. So the grand final in the Clash outfit. So what else can there be said? 1 versus 2. Can't get any better than that. So the first game was a very good game, won by the West Coast Eagles 54-38. Of course, they did take control in that fourth and final period to really clinch the game in the fourth quarter, or in the final quarter, to really hand Hawthorne the loss. Now the big question is just how fired up is Hawthorne going to be coming out for this game, and how well will we do overall in the Very, wet, rainy MCG here today. We were hoping for good weather. We just did not get it here today, but certainly not going to keep the fans away here today. As the West Coast Eagles, led by their captain, Matt Freitas. He's our rover in the middle. And then Hawthorne with Steele Kearney as their captain. And, of course, with their big hitters, Josh Gibson and Bergnine, Rioli, McVoy. And here comes Hawthorne. There you see the insignia on the MCG grounds for today's ball game. My goodness, just wet and rainy weather here today in Melbourne. Hopefully this won't affect us too much. And here comes the Eagles. And that is what's on the line, the Premiership Cup of the AFL League. And now the national anthem. There is the siren, and here comes Matt Freitas, captain of the West Coast Eagles, and here comes the captain of the Hawthorne Hawks, both captains shaking hands here, so it will be a difference of who gets what in this game. And West Coast is going to win the coin toss, so right to left, left to right, right to left. Now here we go, and the first bounce is underway here in the finals for today. And the Tune is guilty of holding on to the ball there, as he just could not get rid of it. So away we go in today's ball game. Nice mark there by Luke Suey as he snatches that one. And a good mark by Josh Kennedy. And, ooh, boy, we got... And, our guys... Nice hit there, and Hawthorne coming out. There's a mark by Isaac Smith. So close to getting that first goal. And there's a nice mark by Lacreus. And he is nailed and guilty of throwing the ball, really? So some questionable calls here early in the game. And, very slow moving wind, so this should not affect Josh Kennedy too much, as he has a very strong leg. He gets the first 6 points on the board for no problem putting that one through, as it was inside, the mark was inside the 50. And he nails that one through. First goal of the match. As we take a look at it from the back level of the goal. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, so first 6 points of the game. 6-0. Yeah, the first bounce was done. Now they'll just toss it up because of the horrendous weather. And Sherrod Willingham with a nice mark there. And this is what West Coast wants to do. They want to establish the tempo here early in the game. The 2-8, he had to get rid of it. And Scott Lysett guilty of holding the ball. Of course, I don't know just how. Oh my goodness, Josh Kennedy again. This time this is outside 50. I would say at least 51 meters. And he is going to try it from long distance, and my goodness, he just, no problem there. And West Coast up 12-0. 2 goals for Josh Kennedy in this game, as he is already off to a fantastic start, as he had plenty of leg on that kick. Not a single problem here. As you can see, the rain is just, this is probably the heaviest rain we've ever had in quite a long time for a grand final. But man, the rain, the fog, I tell you, it certainly is a difference in this game. No prior opportunity. Kennedy with the tackle, so we'll start it again. And here comes, and there's Kennedy once again trying to find Mark Lacreus. And Lacreus, already within the first 5 minutes, under 5 minutes in this first quarter, and 3 goals scored for West Coast, as they don't want to make any doubts about it here in this game of who the better team is. And if Hawthorne's going to do much of anything, they better do something soon. Otherwise, this is going to be a very long game for them. So 18-point lead for West Coast, as they are off to a fantastic start. Theirs, and no prior opportunity. Tsune with the tackle. And again, the ball is tipped and got rid of, as and now both teams just, good pass there. Bad pass altogether. Now we're going the wrong way. And there's a good tip there. And again, tip drill team hard at work. And Luke Suey guilty of holding the ball. And there's a nice tip once again. And now the ball's heading out of bounds. And it does go out of bounds. So now it will be a throw-in by the referee. So, and no prior opportunity. So that defense of West Coast coming into play here already, as the Tune, and the ball's tipped, and there goes, nice tackle to prevent the, Suey again. And now Gibson, I believe, nope, Sean Bernheim nails the first points for Hawthorne in this game. So first goal, as he was able to make the tackle. And there's the first goal of the game for the Hawks of Hawthorne. So 18-6, 12-point lead here. And again, Hawthorne coming out. They know they want to establish the tempo in this thing early. Kennedy couldn't get to it. And I tell you, some hitting is going on here. And I tell you, still more hitting going on here. And there's a nice mark by Ryan Burton of Hawthorne. And now Hawthorne going to try to pass it around here. Tim O'Brien and Ryan Burton again. And heck of a mark by Suey. And now the handball up to Luke Suey. And Jack Darling with a nice mark there inside the 50. So he is not going to waste any time here. Very slow moving wind. And it's just rainy as anything. And there's another goal for West Coast, as they are off to a fantastic start here in the first quarter. 24-6, 4 goals, no behinds, 1 goal, and no behinds for Hawthorne at this point. And bad pass there by Josh Kennedy. And a good tip there once again. Oh my goodness. Hawthorne wants to establish that tempo. Nice takeaway by the Tune. as this is what they want to do. Our old Marty. And a good pass there. Handball. Excellent job. And get to our man right there, Jack Darling, once again. As the kick is up and good. And West Coast extending the lead. 2 goals for Jack Darling. So Kennedy got off to a good start with 2 goals. And now Jack Darling's got 2 goals. As he is doing a fantastic job here. 30-6 early in this first quarter. And there goes. I think we'll just try to get rid of it here. Get rid of it, yeah. Don't get killed, just get rid of it. Oh my goodness. And a good mark there by Scott Lightsett. And Lightsett going nice mark for Dom Sheed. And he may try it from this distance. And the kick is in there. So another 6-pointer. And Dom Sheed nails his first. And it's 36 to a 30-point lead here in the first quarter. As West Coast is off to a good start there until that little error in judgment. Now here comes Hawthorne. And Tom Mitchell with a nice mark. And good tip there. Now they've got I'm surprised they didn't get that. And Eric McKenzie had it and just held on to it. So now here comes, why are you trying? The Tune with a nice takeaway. So Hawthorne not exactly taking advantage. And nice mark by Lightsett once again. Content with just trying to. And there's a tip ball there, trying to get the mark. Nice takeaway once again, and Lightsett called for holding the ball. And good tip there by our guys once again, and I tell you, there's some hitting going on right now. Oh, and Matt Pretis just did not see number 19 come in and lower the boom on him, and that was certainly a hit. Ben Avoy, good tip away. Once again, I tell you, the tip drill team has done the job. There's an outbounds play right there, as Bergnine was trying to get in position here once again. And right now, and there's the West Coast symbol right there. And a good tip once again. I tell you, the West. Oh my goodness. I mean, this game, just like the first one, this thing is going to be physical. And there's a behind for Paul Popolo. So that gives him 1 point. So 37-6 with under a minute left to go in this matchup. And nice mark for Jamie Cripps as he is just trying to kill the time here. Good mark by Ryan Shoemakers. A good tip once again as the clock will hit 0 here in the first quarter as West Coast leads Hawthorne by 29 points. Unbelievable start for the Eagles. Matt Pretis has got to like what he's been seeing right now. So 6 goals, no behind, 36 points for the West Coast Eagles, and 1 goal, 1 behind, and 7 points for the Hawthorne Hawks. Hawthorne has more chances inside the 50 with 9, and West Coast has 8. But let's see, handballs, Willie and Marks were leading 18-7 because Hawthorne actually outmarked us in that first matchup. We are holding on to possession, 53% to 47 to Hawthorne. So if we can keep this up, we're going to be looking good. 6 touches for Natune, 5 for Suey, 4 for Lightsett. Burton has 5 for the Hawks. O'Brien 4, and Josh Gibson has 4. Sean Bergnine has the only goal for the Hawks so far, while Josh Kennedy, Jack Darling both have 2, and Dom Sheed has 1 going right now. So as we head to the second quarter, now we go the other direction. And get rid of that thing. The 2-and-A. Trying to do his best. Oh my goodness, everybody just getting killed right now. My goodness, some serious hitting going on here. And a good mark for Arnold Marty. Westcoast, bad. Jaeger O'Meara hits the mark. Nice mark there. Dorea, who was quite a factor. And Dorea could not find his man there. And a good mark for Jamie Cripps. Yeah, we just need to find a way. Nice mark for Matt Freitas. Just got to find a way to effectively take away the advantage. No, Josh Kennedy got the mark. The referee called play on. And then he is guilty of holding the ball. Nice tip there by our defense. Once again, nice job getting rid of it. Oh my goodness. So Burton with a mark. And Luke Broist. And Tom Mitchell. So Hawthorne may have something going here. Why are you going in reverse? And there's a mark by Matt Freitas. And nice mark for Jamie Cripps there. That was a beautiful takeaway. And again, Scott Lightsett. And they are just trying, they are very well content on keeping things short. Trying to burn some time off the clock too. You know, with a 36-7 lead right now. I mean, no sense in really trying to go for the throat too much. And there's a deep kick, and my goodness, and Kennedy taken out. And there's a kick, and this will go out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in. So 13:42 left to go here in the first half. And Freitas gets his first goal of the game. Nice job there. Just got the ball, knew what to do with it. And as you can see, the tip, and then right to Freitas, and then he knew exactly what to do with it. It's the short end goal. Yeah, you don't need much height. And Freitas just knew what to do with it right there. Great job. No, 42-7, my goodness. Hawthorne just getting completely outmanned here right now. And a good mark, Jeremy McGovern. Good to see him back, as he was hurt in the last game we played. And Brad Shepard, nice mark there. And what a mark there for Josh Kennedy. This man is going all out for it right now. You know, he wants that premiership. And this is up and good. And the fans are loving it. Especially those fans out of Perth. Made the drive over from Perth to Melbourne for this game, and they have got to be enjoying what they're seeing right now, as this game is steadily running away, 48-7. Hawthorne better do something here really quick, really soon to make some nice mark. Once again, Eric McKenzie. And there's a heck of a mark by Luke Suey. Just riding the back end. Look at that dive. Beautiful job there. A little short end kick here. And what else? Oh my goodness, things are getting crazy now. And there's a quick toss. Hello. Let me... Oops. Say, who is with us? Hey, NASCAR, how's it going? Yes, we got some early morning AFL action here. So, and this is the only broadcast of the day today, as I did get off work, so I just wanted to get this thing out. So, good mark there for Luke Suey. And then once this broadcast is over, once this game is over, the broadcast will be done for this morning. Ooh, high tackle on Ben McVoy. So it'll be a free kick here. And a high kick there. Good tip by Hawthorne. They got to do something at this point. They are down a ton of points to the West Coast Eagles. And Rioli. And now Jack Gunston. And he's going to go for the points. And he does get it. So Jack Gunston gets his first goal. Number 9 and Gunston with the score there. Good pass there. Good pass there, and then boom. As he knocks it through. No problem there. So 48-13, 35-point lead for West Coast in this game. But knowing Hawthorne, they are a team that does not quit. As Rioli gets the mark there, and nice takeaway by Marty. So sit back and relax and enjoy the action, NASCAR. So here, Scott Lycett here. Good pass. And my goodness, Josh Kennedy once again inside the 50. Looking for more points here as he nails it, and that is his 4th goal of the game. My goodness gracious, he is putting on a show for everybody here today. So 9 goals, no behinds. This is the type of game that the West Coast Eagles head coach wanted. He wanted the type of game that, you know, he enjoys seeing from his guys. And again, what a mark. Mark with Reyes. And he is going to try to go cross check, and the ball goes out of bounds. So he's trying to go across the field. 23 left to go here in the first half. And we are soon to get to halftime here. Oh my goodness. As Natune had no one to pass it to, so he had to get rid of it. And again, Hawthorne trying to take advantage here. And there's a mark by Rioli. And a good mark for Matt Pretis. I tell you, they are just shutting down the avenues for Hawthorne right now. Hawthorne absolutely just not able. Whoops, close the gap here. As the game now gets into this chase fest after the ball. And possible mark here. Yep, Tom Mitchell. Now they're starting to space everybody out. Popolo with a chance to add to the score, but he decides to go for the pass to Josh Gibson. Does not get there. And again, I tell you, this defense Unbelievable. And Will Schofield guilty of the rush behind, so they will get the free kick for the goal. And Popolo, his first goal of the game. 1 goal, 1 behind for him. Well, I don't think they were trying to deliberately give away points, but with the pressure as it was. So 54-19 right now. And there is, and Luke Suey guilty of pushing in the back. So it would be a free kick. Good takeaway, Sam Butler. Oops, a little bit jammed up there by everybody. And, Luke Royce with the takeaway here. And a good takeaway, Sam Butler. 30 seconds left to go before halftime. As West Coast just, they're just going to kind of just hold on to it till the buzzer sounds, or till the siren hits, and they are up by 35 at halftime. So West Coast, you could not have asked for a more perfect first half, as 9 goals, no behinds, 54 points, and 3 goals, 1 behind, and 19 points for Hawthorne. At this point, Hawthorne's got some serious work to do at this point in trying to get back in this ball game. And as West Coast has a one more advantage inside the 50, 17 chances to Hawthorne, 16 chances inside the 50, and possession right now dead even, 50-50 between both teams. It was 53-47, and then Hawthorne started to establish themselves just a little bit in that second quarter of action. So Natune with 5 kicks, 6 handballs, so 11 touches for him in this ball game. Kennedy leads and marks with 6, Liza with 5, Sui and Natune with 4, and then Marty, Pretis, Lacreas, and Cripps all have 3. And then tackles, Natune and Sui lead in tackles with 6. And then in the scoring, you have Kennedy with 4 goals, Darling with 2, Dom Sheeb with 1, Matt Pretis with 1, and Mark Lacreas with 1. And then for Hawthorne, as we saw, Popolo has 1 goal, 1 behind. Gunston has a goal, and Bergnine has a goal in this game, as Popolo is playing hurt, Smith is playing hurt, Shields is playing hurt, and also Burton and Broyce also playing injured in this game. Quite different. And the fact that they've really been able to take away the big hitters like Josh Gibson. He has no marks in this game right now. That's pretty amazing. And only 8 touches for Josh Gibson too. Normally he gets a lot more than that in a regular match. So the 2A has 11 touches, 8 for Pretis, 7 for Sui, and then Bird has 11 touches, Royce has 10, Josh Gibson has 8, Gunston, Bergnine, and Polo with goals, and Josh Kennedy leads everybody with 4, with Jack Darling just behind him with 2, and Pretis has 1, and several others have 1. So 3 goals in that second quarter. 2 goals for Hawthorne, but they have serious work to do in order to get back in this game here in the pouring rain here in Melbourne for this grand final. Definitely not the weather you want for a grand final. You pretty much want good weather, and there's Hawthorne starting to try to establish themselves in this game as the ball goes out of bounds. So it'll be a referee throw-in. And good tip there, as Natune just knows what to do with that thing and gets it right to Jack Darling. So hits this, and it will be another goal assist for Natune, and Jack Darling his 3rd goal of this match. So that will bring the score to 60 to 19, 41-point lead here as West Coast definitely showing their muscle over the Hawthorne Hawks in this game. And there's a mark for Tim O'Brien of the Hawks here as nice tip once again. This is what we have really done well this season. Well, late in the season, our guys have really just done what needed to be done. Get themselves back in this thing, and Jack Darling again. Now his chance for his fourth goal, and he's got it. So both him and Josh Kennedy with 4 goals in this game, and this game is steadily just out of control. No behinds for the Eagles in this game. All 6-point goals. They have not made, not one single point on behinds. So you cannot ask for a better game than this. So Natune tips it, and now he's going to try to find Kennedy, and Prius with the tackle, no prior, so the ball goes up, and again, Natune with the, oh my goodness, what a steal. And now Lysa going for, goes out of bounds. So, and the tip, and again, the ball, Hawthorne somehow came out of that. Hawthorne came out with it either way. And there's a mark by Rioli. And a good takeaway by Arnold Marty. And my goodness, what a mark by Matt Prius. So the 14-minute mark here. And they are just doing, and there's a good spoil by the Hawthorne Hawks there. And now they've got some numbers games here. Good takeaway once again, Sam Butler. Everybody just seems to be in perfect position, as they are certainly doing what needs to be done. And Suey guilty of holding the ball, so the kick will happen. And Josh Gibson gets his first touch of the game. His first mark of the game, excuse me. And there's a nice, Kennedy waited too long for that one. And there's no prior, Matt Prius, so the ball will go up once again. So no doubt the Eagles have some serious work to do here. And, touched behind by Steele Kearney. So that will be 1 point for the West Coast Eagles. So 67-19. And there's a kick. And it goes in. Dom Sheed. So second goal of the game for Dom Sheed. Boy, what happened there? Yeah, he tried to handball it out. And Dom Sheed just booted it through like a soccer ball. And just did get in. And that's what that zone defense will do for you. So 73-19, 54-point lead right now. And there's no rust in this game for this team. My goodness. And there's absolutely no rust in this game for our Eagles here today. Isaac Smith with the mark. And there's a tip once again. So under 10 minutes here in the third quarter. So, and there's a nice takeaway. Chris Maston. And trying to get after the mark. Nice mark there, Josh Kennedy. Man is just untouchable. And he is going for goal number 5, and he has it. No doubter. So he takes a 1-goal advantage over Jack Darling. So no doubt, what a kick by Josh Kennedy. So his 5th goal of the matchup, 79-19. I mean, who would have thought? Oops. As the previous call for the deliberate out of bounds. But who would have thought that West Coast would have just come in this matchup, dominating this matchup like they have. And there's a mark there for Sherrod Willingham. I don't think he has the leg for it here. So he's just going to go short to Lysett. And so this is Lysett's first opportunity to get on the board for a goal. And boy, he doesn't miss his opportunity to. So you would have to search the history books just a little bit to see when Hawthorne really just got absolutely outplayed in a grand final, because there hasn't been too many. As this ball will go out of bounds. Kennedy called for deliberate. And Taylor DeRea with a nice mark there. Nice takeaway, Matt Freitas. Once again, just a little bit too far there, but a good takeaway. Sam Butler. And a good mark, Scott Lysett once again. And a good handball pass there. Good boot here. Ball's tipped. And the Tune. Yeah, he got it. Just couldn't do much of anything with it there at the time. Good takeaway, Luke Suey. And now he's looking for Lefreyes. So Lefreyes gets a nice mark. Just kind of goes all out for it. And the kick is up and good. And West Coast, 6 more points. Second goal of the match for Mark Lefreyes. 91-19, 72-point lead. As the Eagles are no doubters in this game. As long distance here, Freitas will get the behind. So 92-19. Only the second behind of the game. As Siegler comes in the game for Gibson now. As Gibson has definitely been. Will that go in? No one. So first behind for Josh Kennedy in the match. So 93-19. And Maverick Weller with hit the dirt there to get that mark. And there's a tip. And again, Willingham called for the holding the ball. And a good mark for Freitas. He has been everywhere. Third quarter action here in the grand final here at the MCG. And Jamie Cripps gets that one. And now everybody, Josh Kennedy once again. Man is just unstoppable. And he doesn't miss very much. So 6 goals, 1 behind for Josh Kennedy in this matchup, plus 4 tackles. He is doing a fantastic job in this game. So 99-19, 80-point lead. Boy, can't we say that? We can't say that even in regular football, American football. When was the last time somebody won by that many points? So Ryan Burton with the mark there, and this is going to hit out of bounds. So the referee will throw it up. 46 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, as West Coast very much in charge of this game. And they have steadily proven that they have been the better team all year, and it has shown. And there is the buzzer or the siren for the third into the third quarter. And West Coast, Hawthorne, I tell you, from the first quarter on, Hawthorne was just never in this game to begin with. 16 goals, 3 behinds for West Coast, 99 points, 3 goals, 1 behind, as they are really starting to get the chances inside the 50. 31 chances inside the 50 to 17 for Hawthorne. And, right now, West Coast is just dominating the action right now. 53% to 47 in percentage. So 16 touches for Pretis, 13 for Suey, 13 for Scott Lyset. Burton has 14, McVoy has 13, Broyce has 13. And Kennedy, 6 goals, Jack Darling with 4, Dom Shee with 2, and plenty of others with 1. And what a third quarter. 7 goals and 3 behinds in that third quarter. No goals for Hawthorne. And what else can you say? This has just been a absolute whitewashing of Hawthorne in this grand final. And here comes, and I think Hawthorne, they're going to try their best to try to. There's a mark. Josh Kennedy. He's going to go for number 7 here. And, yep, just like normal. So they have broken 100. 7 goals, 1 behind for Josh Kennedy in this game. So they have hit the triple-digit mark in this game, 105 to 19. And the 2-A was able to get the goal there. And McVoy, shot was deflected as he was trying to hurry up. And now, good takeaway, Sam Butler. There's not too much wrong that this team has done in this matchup today, as the hits just keep on coming for Hawthorne. And Gibson gets a mark in the second one of the game. So Luke Broyce. And there's a nice mark. Jaeger Amira. And Popolo with the mark trying to. And Arnold Marty. That's what has been the difference in this game. As West Coast has just been absolutely winning the opportunities to get the ball, exposing the Hawthorne defense, and getting the marks, as they are just I believe that was Jack Darling he was trying to find, so the ball went out of bounds. And now, and again, Maston with the mark there. And we had an injury, could not see who it was. And Josh Kennedy, once again. Frida's got hurt, so Sam Mitchell will come in for him. So our captain got hurt, so hopefully, with it being the final game, not too bad. 8 goals in this game for Josh Kennedy, 1 behind. And he has been Superman. He has literally put the team on his back and has certainly gotten the results he needed. So in the 2-0 with a tackle, no prior, so the ball goes up once again. 111-19. This has just been a stellar performance by the Eagles in this game. I mean, this is just to kind of say, you know, that first game with Hawthorne was maybe, you know, the fact that Hawthorne scored 38 points. And right now, West Coast in this rematch is Hawthorne just has not been in this matchup the entire game. As that ball will go out on the full. And a good mark there, Sam Mitchell. And for Breedis, so his first touch. Oh, he did not see that man come in. And Jaeger O'Mara with Luke Royce with the mark. And now Tom Mitchell. And oh boy, now you start getting into the numbers game. That's what Hawthorne likes to do. And Will Schofield with a nice mark. Oh, better fingers there. And this is a deep kick. And Jack Gunston gets that for a goal. Second goal of the game for Jack Gunston. Boy, that was from way downtown. Just on the 50-meter mark line. And he nailed it. So 111-25, 86-point lead for the Eagles at this point. And here comes Hawthorne trying their best here. And Marty called for holding on to the ball. And Tom Mitchell. And now they are really just spacing out. And this is what Hawthorne likes to do. They like to space. And Henderson with the mark. Boy, this is going to be a tight angle here. And that's a behind. So getting the ball out of danger. Good mark for Jamie Cripps. And a good mark for Lightsett as he just, I mean, big guy. You are not going to move that man. So McVoy. And there's a good mark. Sam Butler. Alright, a little handball to Sam Mitchell. And a good mark for Dom Sheep. About 51, 52 meter try from downtown. See if he can get it. No, he just does not have the leg for it. But our guys, and Darling maybe was trying to find some space. Weller with another mark he's got to go to the ground on. And a good mark. Scott Lightsett once again. And now deep. And Whitecross. Marty called for holding the ball there. That was a pretty rough tackle there. And a good takeaway. There's the Hawthorne Hawk symbol that they put on the field here for the grand final. And a good mark, Brad Shepard. Looks at Sam Mitchell and nobody. Oh my goodness, Sam Mitchell! Wow! Sam Mitchell. His first goal, and I mean, that was from extreme downtown. That was from way downtown, and that ball just found the mark. Made a good handball there, and then he was trying to pass it, and it just turned out to be a very good bounce, and the ball goes in for the goal. Well, everything is just going our way in this ball game. Uh-oh. Now there we go. Get it out of danger. Good mark there, Brad Shepard once again. And a good spoil there by, trying to find Kennedy. As I tell you, plenty of action here. And Kennedy is out of bounds off the fingertips of Mark Reyes. So 117 to 26. As Lacreyes guilty of the high tackle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Good tip. So under 2 minutes. 1:53 left to go in this ball game. As Hawthorne knows that they have played a very good team here today. As that will go in for a behind. Luke Suey with a behind, 118 to 26. 4 goals, 2 behinds for Hawthorne in this matchup. They have just not been in this game the entire time. And a good tackle by Mitchell. So now Gerard Willingham gets the ball. Passes it over to Darling. And he will have the final kick. And he will get it. And that will be the ball game. As Jack Darling kicks his 5th goal of the game. And that is how she ends here, the Grand Old Lady, the MCG, as West Coast takes the Premiership Cup, their 4th in this, their 4th in team history, and they deny Hawthorne a chance for number 14 for them. But very, very good game today for the West Coast Eagles. They dominated early. They got the early scoring chances, and Hawthorne just could not recover in this game, only scoring 26 points. And there you see the team in front of the Premiership Cup. So, again, this game was just not close at all. Kennedy, the 1, 2, and 3. Josh Kennedy, Matt Freitas, and Jack Darling, as they absolutely dominated this game here today. As we take a look at the final stats of this matchup. Matt Freitas was injured, 18, as he had 18 touches, and then Suey, Lysa, and Kennedy all had 16. And Kennedy and Lysa had 11 and 10 marks. Suey and Butler had 7. And Freitas had 6 before he went out with his injury. And then Suey led the team with 12 tackles. And then Tuna had 9. Freitas and Lysa had 6. Kennedy had 5. And then in the scoring column, what a game today. Josh Kennedy, 8 goals, one behind. Darling had 5 goals. Sheed had 2. Lacreus had 2. Freitas had 1 and a behind. Mitchell and Lysett each added other scores too in this game. And then Suey, Freitas, and Kennedy added a behind in this matchup. And then for Hawthorne, well, it was just they were hoping to give out a very good effort, and just did not happen for them here today, as they lose the chance to win title number 14 in their team history. But heck of a season for Hawthorne either way. Gunston led the team with 2 goals, and Folo had 1 goal, 1 behind, and Bergheim had the first goal for Hawthorne. Of course, they didn't score that first goal until they did not score their first goal until, well, I mean, it was much later in the first quarter. But yeah, 6 goals in the first quarter for West Coast, as they held a 36-7 lead at the end of the first. 3 more goals in the second quarter, made it 54-19, while Hawthorne did score 2 goals in that second quarter, and then 8 goals in the third quarter, while Hawthorne had none. And then 1 goal, 1 behind for Hawthorne in the fourth, and 4 goals and 1 behind for West Coast in the fourth and final quarter, as they take this 124-26 in this ball game. So the Eagles are your Eagles are your champions for this season, as not only do they finish the season undefeated, they go through the playoffs unbeaten. So heck of a job there for the Don, their head coach, as now comes the off season. Yes, congratulations, you've won the Toyota AFL Premiership Cup. So very, very awesome, and the fact that we were able to do this with West Coast. So fantastic. So for the Don, that includes a VFL Championship trophy, and now the AFL Premiership Cup. Great job. So the Eagles win it all against the Hawks in this game, as it was not even close. So that is going to do it for this. Let's look at the end of the season medals right now, as Jack Darling wins the Brownlow medal, Josh Kennedy takes the Coleman medal, and also Josh Kennedy gets the Best and Fairest, and Vic Shaquille gets the Rising Star kid out of Carlton. So he gets that trophy there. So excellent job there by those end of the year medals. So fantastic, my Darling and Kennedy, for taking the Brownlow, the Coleman, and the Best and Fairest. So we are at the end of today's broadcast. Certainly hope everybody has enjoyed it, and I will see. And NASCAR, thanks for kicking in this morning. Certainly do appreciate that. So enjoy the rest of your day, and have yourself a fantastic Sunday. I will see everybody Wednesday night. So I'll see everybody then, and have a good start to the week.